What's up everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today marks episode 1 of our epic straw hat adventures, where we take this AFTCO straw hat that we picked up, feel free to use my links down below, to a bunch of really cool spots that we have or haven't been to before. Now if you watch anime or you've seen One Piece, you might kind of see the theme that's going on here, but I just figured it'd be a perfect time for us to take it to one of the best spots on the entire Gulf Coast, Crystal Beach, Texas. There isn't really any sort of a goal or an agenda in the video. I guess the only goal that you could say that we have is to make sure that we have fun, so I'm going to do just that. As you guys can see, we're already on the road and we're about an hour to an hour and a half away, so once we get closer, I'll check in with y'all then. All right, everybody, we officially made it here to the beach. I've got my cool straw hat on. I've also got my water lens. Just because it's extremely bright out here, it's hard to see, but yeah, it's also pretty windy and the water is pushed up a lot higher than I realized. I'm kind of figuring out what I'm gonna fish with, so let me just get a game plan and then we'll check in with y'all once we got that figured out. All right, well, I kind of want to do some fishing, but first I want to fly a little piece of equipment that we actually picked up pretty recently. If y'all want to pick one of these up, I'll leave a link down below for y'all as always, but I guess you're gonna see pretty much what it is, literally. All right, let's have some fun with this thing. All right, that was a lot of fun, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put this sucker down, which is pretty easy actually. And it's that easy, guys. All right, now that we had some fun, let's go get on some fish. Whoa, check this out, guys. We were kind of just walking Bentley here along the beach, letting him go potty, and all these people pulled up and started flying. This is epic, dude. Check this out. Very cool, dude. I actually saw where they took off. It was about 30 minutes away from here. Now they're over here. This is epic, dude. And while we were walking back after seeing those, what are they, paragliders? I don't have a clue. I found this huge seashell just sitting there in the sand, which honestly is probably the biggest seashell I've ever found before. It's complete, it doesn't have any broken bits to it, so I think I'm gonna keep this one for myself. All right, everybody, well, we had our fun flying the drone around and doing some searching all along the coast for seashells. We finally settled on where we're gonna end up sleeping, and guys, it's perfect. Completely empty, nobody around for as far as the eye can see, at least. But just because the sun has gone down and the moon's coming out, that does not mean I'm not gonna do some fishing. So I'm gonna get rigged up, get everything ready, and we're gonna make some casts, and hopefully we can catch something just to see if they're interested in biting. That'll kind of give me a little bit of a telltale if they're gonna eat tomorrow, which we're definitely gonna have to get on them. So anyways, let's get stuff rigged up and get after it. All right, you guys probably can't see me quite yet, but pull out my trusty tailgater light. Boom. And boom, there we go. All right, I can't really wear the hat while I'm doing what I'm doing. Alrighty, it's pretty windy out here, but we got the lights set up so y'all be able to see us. Just to show y'all what the rigging setup looks like, it's actually pretty sweet. I've got a magnet strip up here with a light. I've also got these tables that pull out, one right here. There's also one that pulls out underneath that drawer. Pretty much I use this drawer right here for all my gear, and then I use this table to rig up, and it makes things so much more efficient, especially with that light. It's literally 10 p.m. right now or something like that, and I'm able to completely rig up and see everything that I'm doing. Now that's really important when it comes down to tying your knots, making sure everything is properly rigged. That way when I go down to the water, I'm actually having my best opportunity at catching a fish. So yeah, let's get rigged up, guys, and have us some fun. Alrighty guys, got the camera all set up. Let's rig up some of this fishing gear. And to be honest, I'm not actually gonna rig anything up from this drawer. I've already kind of got what I know I want to throw in my head, so I'm just gonna make that happen. Now I don't have any live bait, but I do have some artificial stuff. Y'all know that we love fishing with fish bites. If y'all haven't seen the video where we tried a whole bunch of different flavors and stuff like that for a whole day, definitely recommend it. But we're gonna do that right now. Again, I've got some fish bites with me inside of this little bait binder, and yeah, we've got all sorts of different flavors and colors and scents, smells, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna try out a whole bunch of them tonight, and we're gonna see what we can get bit on. So that's my fish bites and the bait that I'm gonna be using. I've also got this bait binder right here. Let me back up to show y'all, from CV Life. Big sponsors of the channel, guys. They've been sending us a whole bunch of cool stuff, and I'm gonna be using this for all sorts of terminal tackle, mainly saltwater stuff. I've got my saltwater cut bait knife in here. I've got my saltwater scissors, some clips, wire, spare fluorocarbon, all sorts of different hooks and terminal and stuff like that. I've also got some pre-done rigs that I kind of explained you could use. Their hook covers that they have that comes with this kit to pretty much pre-make your rigs at home. Throw them with the hook covers on inside of this binder and you're good to go. If y'all want to pick one of these up, as y'all know it, guys, links will be down below. But yeah, I got already something in here that I've rigged up, and we're just gonna rock with it. Y'all might know that we've been sponsored by Duck It recently, and you're crazy to think that I'm gonna be throwing a Max Core rod here at the beach because it is just way too nice. So I've got a beater here with me, of course. This is the Penn Pursuit, and yeah, I'm just gonna be chucking around this little pompano rig, and hopefully we'll catch something. Alrighty, we've got everything rigged up. I went ahead and slapped my chesty on so I can have both uses of my hands here. Let's grab our Rapala pliers. Gotta have a PVC sand spike of some sort. This is one that I just homemade, and then I spray painted it black so it stand out from others. Stake my claim right about here. Got them all set up there. Now I'm just gonna wait for this rod to start shaking, and hopefully it's a big one, guys. So anyways, if we get any bites, I'll check in with y'all. All right, a really cool gentleman came by with one of these little fish. Ow. All right, hooked him in the hard part of the nose there. All right, well, I caught something. Let's see what we got here. I think it's a tiny catfish. This right here is a hardhead. When it comes to night fishing on the Gulf, you can always expect to catch some catfish. Good morning, everybody. It is officially day number 2 of our epic straw hat adventure here at Crystal Beach. And honestly, we've had a lot of fun already, even though we haven't done much yet. Today, we've got a lot more time. It's a lot calmer. So we should have a blast, guys. So there's nothing really on the agenda other than wake up and just kind of relax and enjoy ourselves. Anyways, guys, let's get down there, make some casts, and see what we can catch. And I guess now we play the waiting game. Alrighty, let's check on this. Oh, we got a fish. Probably something small, but we have something for sure. I don't know if it's still on. Yeah, it is. It's just something tiny. What did we catch? Oh, beautiful. This is actually what we want. I believe this is either a southern kingfish or some sort of whiting. Caught him on that electric shrimp. Take a picture of him. Just got a fish in the Jeep with me. No big deal. Well, I don't really have cooler space for him, so he's gonna get to go back. Plus, first fish caught, I feel like it's better to just send him back anyways, but appreciate him biting. Now, technically, I could have used that fish for bait. I also could have literally probably eaten that fish, but I don't really have cooler space, and I just want to see what I can catch right now. If I know that the whiting are going to eat, then I'm definitely going to have to do a little catch and cook. Also, I noticed that the further out I got, the better fish I caught, so maybe I really do need to put the waders on. Alrighty, we pulled up to this bait camp right here, but sadly they don't have any live bait. It's all frozen, so I'm not really feeling like picking any of that up. I might actually cast net in the surf to try and catch some live bait, but I do need some ice for the cooler, so I'm going to go in and grab that. Miss Nancy's Bait Camp. Pretty cool little spot here. Just a nice little mom and pop shop. You've got all sorts of different cut bait here, some ice, a bunch of different fishing gear. Got some fishing poles.
Yeah, I was just don't know what was going on. He said, I broke my leader, so I'm
got a little shop inside.
Very good. Thank you.
Bunch of little snacks, terminal, all sorts of cool stuff. Nice, I got some voodoo shrimp, Berkeley gulp, all that fun stuff. Just a nice little mom and pop shop if you're ever in the area. Stop by real quick, pick you something up. All right, let's stop wasting time, guys. Let's go get back on the water. Thank you, take care. Take care, sir, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon.
Yes, sir. What an epic little spot, guys. Very nice people. Just want to give you all a quick tour of the place if you're ever just interested. You want to see what it looked like without having to actually stop here, but I definitely recommend it. Now let's get right back out there and get back on some fish, guys. All right, guys, back on the beach. And if you haven't noticed, we've got a new addition to the arsenal, which is an awning. It's gonna be a lot of fun popping it out here on the beach. It's also gonna be really useful because obviously the sun is gonna cook us all day if we're just standing in it. I got my PVC spike set up. I'm about to show you guys a quick time lapse of us setting up the awning, and then we're gonna do some fishing to see what we can catch. So yeah, let me get this out, guys, and show y'all what it looks like. And boom, within only a few minutes, we've got a new awning.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
Now, obviously the shade is gonna follow the sun, but still, it's nice being able to just kind of get under something, feel that shade. It's nice and cool. I'm literally gonna have my fishing pole right there and a chair or something like that under here, just chilling. All right, now that we got it all set up, I'm probably gonna take some cool shots of it, and then we're gonna get to doing some fishing. All right, quick little update now that I got everything all set up. I got my Pompano rig right here on this rod. It's my second rod. I also put some new braid on this rod as well as a 15-pound monofilament leader, so I can use this for throwing topwater baits and throwing some gulp baits. I'm gonna put a jig head on there and toss around a gulp and swim it around. I'm actually filming a different video for you guys, so make sure y'all check that one out. But I'll update you guys here as well if I catch anything, and I'm also gonna have that Pompano rig just sitting out soaking, so if we catch anything on that, I'll show y'all as well. So yeah, let me slap a jig head on here and let's make some casts, but first, let me check this Pompano rig. Because this rod was sitting in here straight, now it's turned vertically. If I catch something tiny, I'm gonna actually put it on a bigger rig that I have, and hopefully we can catch some sharks or something like that. So right now I've got some small circle hooks on there, but I might, whoa, something just hit the mess out of it. Felt like I had one, but might have came off. I don't know. Oh no, we got one. Yay. Should I try hooking him and throwing him out there on my big rig? Why not? I don't lose anything. Put this pole up, this rod out. Hello. Let's take this guy. I'm gonna hook him through the nostrils or through the back. Nice bony part of the nose there. I've got him on this like dropped rig I've set up. I don't really know if it's gonna work 100%. Usually I'd use a Carolina rig or a fish finder rig for this, but we're gonna try and just see what happens. All right, let's give this a reel. It's maiden voyage. I've never actually tossed this thing before. Hopefully something huge decides to take that. Anyways, while we let that sit, let's get back to this gulp. I think I see a fin or a fish or something out there. Or maybe that's just seaweed. Oh, hey, damn, dolphin. There's a big old dolphin out there. Holy smokes. Guys, I threw my gulp in and something just smashed it. Man, I got a flounder. Holy crap. I swiped it in the side. I got a flounder. Dude, I wish the GoPro was recording the whole time I made a cast and I didn't think I was gonna get bit on it. Dude, holy crap. That was maybe like my first cast after I turned the camera off, bro. That's crazy. That's my first ever flounder, bro. Look at how weird he looks. He's got like 2 eyes on the top of his head. He's got sharp teeth. He swiped at it and then I hooked him in the side of the body. Bro, that's epic. That's 15 inches, dude. I think that's 15. Because look, if my phone, that was a terrible idea. I was trying to measure him with my phone. All right, this tackle box has a measuring tape on it. He's pushing 15. I think he's 15. Well, that was epic. Lesson learned. Always keep the GoPro running. I feel like I should have learned that lesson by now, but I'm gonna reel this in. Wonder if anything's taken a bite. Oh, something did bite it. Something bit a chunk of it. All right, everybody, well, we have had 0 luck on the whiting. I've actually caught more fish on artificial so far, so that's kind of interesting. We're probably gonna pack up our camp here and go grab us some lunch, and then I'm gonna be back out at a different spot along the coast to hopefully catch some more fish. So yeah, pretty much I'm gonna just give it a sec for these weirdos to pass that were staring at me like I'm the weirdo with the camera that can lick my nuts. So yeah, let me go ahead and get this line in and I'll show y'all what we end up getting for lunch. All right, everybody, we've arrived where we're gonna be eating lunch, Naughty Beaver Hut. This place is delicious. They've got some amazing seafood, a nice chill patio area. We can park right here, roll the windows down so we can keep our eye on Bentley in the car. It's just a perfect little spot, So anyways, yeah, we're gonna go inside and place an order and grub out. And boom, that was lunch, guys. It was delicious. We went ahead and picked up more ice for the cooler. I've got that fish bled out and it's on the ice right now currently. Once we figure out where we're gonna end up for the night, I'm gonna go ahead and take that fish out and clean it up, and we're either gonna eat it tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, I'm really excited to try it because I've never had fresh caught flounder before. We're gonna head back to the beach to do a bit more fishing. Hopefully I can catch a couple more just so I don't have to get dirtied up for one fish, but either way, I've never had fresh caught flounder again, so this should be a lot of fun. So anyways, to the beach. Alrighty guys, back outside to do some bass fishing. Nah, I'm just kidding. Still here on the beach, and I'm gonna go ahead and set my rod up. Although it looks the exact same, you never know what's waiting for you offshore, so we're gonna make some casts and see what we can make happen. Whoa, check this out. I've been finding these beautiful little gemstones. I'm not sure if they're like carnelians or might also be red jasper. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know that it is a naturally beach tumbled gemstone. You could actually cut and polish it, put it inside of a ring or a necklace if you wanted. I don't know, I just think it's really cool because if you guys haven't realized, we like to do a lot of crystal and gemstone hunting on the channel. And yeah, this is just another piece to that. So whoa, my FG knot just came undone, completely just disintegrated. I'm glad I noticed before I lost my rig. All right, got my FG knot. Oh no, golly, man, I tied my FG knot back up just to forget to put it through this eye. Oh Lord almighty. Okay, well, I definitely can't fish with it like that. We go back and fix this again. All right, everybody. Well, the sun is starting to go down on us, so I figured it'd be the perfect time for me to go ahead and fillet that flounder we caught. I'm gonna do that off camera just because I don't really want the video to get in any trouble or anything like that. And I've also never filleted a flounder before, so it's gonna be my first time, and I'm gonna have to kind of go slow with it, make sure I get everything right for the first time. I don't want to mess it up and butcher it. I've only got one fish. If I'm gonna get messy, then I might as well do it right. So yeah, I'll just show you guys the finished result. All right, guys, we've got all our cleaned up flounder fillets right here. That's a whole bunch of meat. And I'm gonna show you guys a quick little tip or a trick that I've recently been put on by a cool company called Momoda. Now, they've been sending us some product to try out, and I'm pretty excited to try this out here for the first time. Essentially what it is it's a portable vacuum sealer. They've got these vacuum sealable bags. They actually sent me a whole bunch of different sizes. This is their smallest size. They've got a medium and a large, and this should fit perfectly for all this meat right here. It's only one fish. So I'm gonna put this all in here, and I'm gonna show you how this vacuum sealer works. So first, let's open this up, take this, grab our fish. Now, instead of leaving it in a big old Ziploc like this, that can actually let moisture in, it can actually let air in, it's not 100% sealed. It's also gonna make your fish or whatever you have in here not as fresh or not last as long. So that's the reason why I think it's better to transfer it over to something like this. And it also saves cooler space whenever you vacuum seal it. There's absolutely no air. So I'm gonna show y'all what that looks like. Boom. We've got our beautiful, fresh flounder fillets. I'm gonna just zip it closed. Then we're gonna take our vacuum sealer and put it right over this seal and pump. That's all there really is to it. And check that out, guys. We've got some vacuum sealed fish right here at the beach. How epic is that? And that's pretty much it, guys. Super simple, super easy. It's gonna save a lot of space. It's gonna make things that much more fresh, so I could actually eat this a day or two from now rather than having to eat it tonight. As long as I keep ice in the cooler, I should be fine. And yeah, guys, I'm pretty excited with that. So I think this is probably from now on how I'm gonna be taking care of my fish, as well as pre-packing some meals whenever we go camping. If y'all wanna pick one of these up, guys, I'd definitely recommend it. Of course, I'll leave a link down below, but yeah, man, highly suggest it. It's definitely gonna keep things that much more fresh when you're outdoors, catching, cooking, camping, hunting, fishing, whatever you're doing. All right, now that I got this fish all cleaned up, I'm gonna get all this cleaned up, and then we're gonna do some more fishing to see what else we can catch. Well, we are back at the beach, and we've got our camp all set up. I can't lie, I wanted to show you guys me making the fire, but the mosquitoes were absolutely wrecking us. I've got a thermocell up in the rooftop tent right now. This is pretty much the only thing keeping them at bay from destroying us completely. My legs are starting to swell up, and we also have a sunburn, so the itch on top of the burn, it's pretty bad. We're like this close to packing up and heading home, but we're gonna stick it through for the videos, so make sure you guys leave a like. Y'all don't really know how much goes into these videos. I know they just look like a bunch of fun, but behind the scenes, we're actually having to deal with a lot of different elements. We've got Bentley in here, wrapped up in a blanket. That way he just doesn't get bit up. We've got a citronella candle over here as well. We're pretty much just doing everything we can to keep them at bay, pun intended, because we're right by the ocean. I don't know if you guys saw what I did there. Anyways, I'm kind of feeling like doing some night fishing or really doing anything to keep my mind off of this. I think we're gonna snack a little bit, and then I'm probably gonna go out there and see what's cracking. I did see some bait fish along the shoreline in this small little, what appears to be like a little gut that's been created from the low tide. And I'm tempted to get out my casting net and throw it around the surf just to see if I can get anything for bait tomorrow. Alrighty guys, went ahead and grabbed my cast net. I don't have that much experience throwing one around, like barely any at all, but I want to see what's down there. I guess y'all are just gonna have to bear with me while I figure out how to do this. This is actually a cast net that I found at a local pond. Put that down there so it doesn't blow away. All right, let's go down to the water. First, make sure it's completely untangled. All right, we've got it tangle free. Just gonna have it loosely on the wrist. Then we're gonna start making about 1 foot coils. We're gonna pull it out like so. 50%, 50%. It should be it. Let's just try. Not bad. Let's see if I caught anything. Oh my gosh, it worked. I got one. Boom, success. And then you just pull up on this and everything should drop out. We got one. Look at this little guy. Plop. Hopefully he don't jump out. Let me try over here to the left. Oh, I got a bunch of them. Oh, what did I get? I got a bunch of something. What is that? There was a bunch of them. Mullet! I caught mullet! Let's go! Dude, I caught a mullet. That's my first mullet ever, live mullet. Dude, I'm never paying for mullet. Look at that, dude. All right, maybe back where I was over here was the most productive, but I'm throwing straight pancakes, bro. Oh, we got another one. One of these guys. Ow, definitely just bit my thumb. Somebody drove past and thought I was a game warden. They were like, is that a game warden? No. A lot of nothing on that one. Whoa, we got a crab. Well, that's good bait. That guy's gonna be mine. He escaped. Well, I had a crab. Nice, I got another one of these little guys. Wait, I got a baby croaker. Also really, really good bait. You know what? This might be a baby drum. We've caught so many species just casting around. No, he finally went for an escape. He waited this whole time. I need you, bro. Get your butt in there. All y'all stay in there. All right, egg sinker. Put that on our main braided line. At least a 50-pound swivel of some sort. I wish I had better ones, but it's what I got right now. And then I'm gonna pull out some leader line here. I could go with, let's see, what is this? 50-pound leader? Maybe let's go with 30. No, oh. Again, dude, this guy is such a little escape artist. He like waits for the perfect time. When I'm busy, I got my hands full. Beautiful. Probably one of the best San Diego gem knots I've ever done diddly knotted. Go into our bait bucket here. Get this little drum. Perfect, just like that. He can swim freely. Now hopefully he don't get flung off. All right, quick little update. I went to go check my rod here I walked away for just maybe a few moments and already lost our bait. So something took that little drum or croaker, whatever it was. Now all I've got left is the mullet. Well, everybody, it is officially our last day here on Crystal Beach, just doing some car camping. I've got a bit more fishing to do, so I've got my sand spike out there, and I'm kind of feeling like putting my waders on, walking out past the breaking waves, and seeing how far I can actually cast this little piece of mullet that I got. See, last night, that big old chunk of mullet didn't even get bit, so I ended up cutting it into smaller pieces, and I'm going to thread it onto my hook, and hopefully that oily, bloody mullet's going to actually attract something like a shark or a big bull red. So, yeah, let me slap the waders on real quick, and I'll show y'all what that looks like. Alrighty, these are the waders right here. They are super easy to put on. Once you slip your feet in them, like literally it's just like a boot. You go back here, grab this clip, boom. Just like a pair of overalls. I mean, really not much to it. Then you can tighten this drawstring, and then you take the belt. All you gotta do is put it through those loops. And boom. Now, in theory, I should be 100% waterproof all the way up to my chest. These are chest waders, full boot, complete coverage. Big shout out to Momoto for sending me these to try out. If you guys want to pick some up, links will be down below. Now let's actually test them out and see if they're 100% waterproof like they say they are. Now, what's really cool about these is I'm going to use them more than just at the beach. I'm going to use them at the river, lake, pond, wherever I'm fishing. It kind of just gives me the ability to get out there and more access to different parts of water. So I don't know, just a really nice addition to the arsenal. I'm actually excited to test them out. Check this out, guys. We were just driving and I noticed something laying in the water right here. I was like, is that a dolphin? But I think it's a shark. Is that a whole shark? Y'all see that? It's a whole shark. Oh, I think it's alive. I don't know. No, it's dead. That's a whole shark though. His tail is like twitching, but maybe that's the waves. I think so. It's like bloated like it is.
I don't know.
Now, I'm gonna be taking my big rig. This is that Carolina rig that I set up the other night. There we go. Nice pieces of cut mullet. Look at that, it's all bloody. Exactly what you want. Something like that. All right, that looks like a perfect setup to me. I don't have a clue. I've got a microphone on me, so I'm kind of nervous just even going out here because the GoPro, the microphone, everything. All right, well, I'm definitely starting to feel the water around my legs, but I don't feel like I'm getting wet. Oh, I'm so glad I turned around on that one. Should I just like hang out here? Wait, something took it clean off. What the heck? That's perfect. That's like the best piece of the bunch. If I don't catch something on this, I'm in a bad spot. GoPro, start recording. Wait, we're recording. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wasn't even ready for this. Something huge hit it. Something huge has my mullet right now. Oh my gosh, Nim. No, it came off. No. No. Wait, it's still on. I can't tell. Oh, I think it came off, dude. What just happened? Wait, it's still on. Dude, it's huge. Holy smokes. Well, I was gonna say we moved down this. No, it broke off. It broke off. It broke off. It broke me off entirely. It broke off my entire, dude, that might have been a shark. It broke my entire leader off. I should have went with 50 pound. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, dude, that's a clean cut. It's not like it even broke where the knot was. It's like it bit through it or something. That literally felt like a shark, guys. I just felt like this insane weight. I was like, am I snagged or something? And I leaned into it and it started ripping. That felt way bigger than the striper I was catching at Texoma. That was some serious power. Yeah, it's like a braided there and there and there. Some sort of toothy critter. Oh, that would have been epic, dude. How you doing?
We're staying in this house right here.
Yeah.
And the kids, they're gonna want to swim and stuff out there.
Yeah.
It's gonna mess up your fishing.
No, not at all. I mean, there's a whole lot of beach right here.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah, but
just
I mean, we're just gonna be in this area.
perfect. I'll be right here. I won't be bothering nobody.
I mean, does those hooks move around or anything?
It'll be fine.
Okay, good. I just didn't want to mess you up.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Good.
You're asking because you're worried about me fishing. Well, if you're worried about the water, don't get in it. I'll tell you not to get in it. I'll be the first one to tell you it's not safe. Oh shit, big fish. Oh, it came off again. That was the only piece of mullet I had left. Oh, it's a catfish. I can feel the slime of him. It's a big kitty. Although I don't think that's what first initially bit my piece of mullet. I think more than likely the first thing I had was a shark. The moment I'm setting this thing down, it's getting blitzed. Hey, I got something on there. Oh, I keep spitting it. Maybe. No, it's on there. Feels kind of smaller though. It's probably a kitty. Oh man. I knew that was the case when I saw slime all over it, but it is what it is. That's a hard head right there. Definitely not the same fish that bit the initial time. I can 100% tell you that. This fish is a lot smaller, did not fight nearly as hard. The other one was dragging me with no choice. Get the release on him. What are you doing? Wrong way, bozo. Oh, he's still right there. Yeah, he attacked my boot. Get out of here, bro. Seems like they really want the tail end of this mullet. They want the booty. Yeah, what the? No way. Oh, I thought it was another mullet. It's such a tiny little catfish. All right, guys, well, we officially lost all our pieces of mullet. All right, guys, quick midday update. I threw the cast net around. I did not catch any bait, but I did just catch this nice sized whiting. I could technically cut him up and use him for bait, but since he is healthy and he looks clean, I'm probably gonna just keep him for myself. Oh, and I did switch back to the fish bites for anybody wondering, just because they are the tried and true reliable thing down here in the south. Dispatch this guy properly and we'll probably cook him up. Something knocked slack into this thing. That's a fish of some sort. It's another catfish, man. I'm going to be tired of them. Yep. Nam, come here. Grab this rod. Grab it. I thought it was bigger. It's not that big. Golly, it's another kitty. I'm so tired of catching these guys. Jesus. There. All right, guys, well, I think we're done being on the beach for now. We're probably gonna go grab that grub like I talked about. I'm also getting roasted by the sun and the bugs have been destroying us, so I just feel like we're kind of over it at this point. But as always, we will be back for our revenge with that big fish. Anyways, guys, let's go grab some grub and cool off. And boom, we made it to Stingeree's, guys. I'm gonna go inside and pick up the order and show y'all what we got. And boom, guys, this is the entire spread. We picked up this right here, which is their appetizer sampler. It comes with a whole bunch of different stuff like fried mozzarella sticks, some boudin balls, some crawfish tails. We also got one of their boils. It comes with crab, corn, shrimp, sausage, potato. Then we also got a side of coleslaw, a side of red beans and rice. And for dessert, we got their Oreo sliced key lime pie. That's it, guys. We're gonna chow down. I'm not gonna spend any time here on the camera. I guess I'll give y'all a quick little one bite review of this. Delish. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera off and enjoy myself. All right, everybody, we are officially back at home and inside the kitchen. We've got our freshly caught and filleted flounder right here. Big shout out to Momoda again for these vacuum sealed bags. They are really nice. It definitely feels like it kept everything that much more clean as well. Whenever we got home, I actually ended up filleting the little whiting that I caught, and it also has some pretty clean meat, so I'm pretty impressed with that. I'm excited to try it. I'm actually just going to batter it in some plain cornmeal and flour, just so I can taste the fish itself. But for the flounder, I do have something a little bit more special. But anyways, for the flounder, we've got some freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano, some panko breadcrumbs, Old Bay seasoning, and some black pepper. I'm actually going to batter this thing up, and then we're going to throw it in the oven. I've already got it preheating to 400. As for these little bits of whiting, I do have some oil right there, and we're just going to fry it more of a traditional way to cook whiting, and flounder is also known to be baked, so who knows. Alongside all of that, I'm gonna make a lemon butter sauce here on the stovetop, which will go over the whole flounder and whatever we make for the sides. Which for the sides, we've got some broccoli over there, and like I mentioned earlier, we've got something in the Instapot, which is just plain white rice. So anyways, guys, let's stop talking and get to cooking. So first thing I'm gonna do with these flounder fillets is I'm actually gonna clean them with some ice water, simply because whenever I filleted them, I never actually put them in any sort of salt water to clean them, so there's probably some scales on there. Although I did a really good job, so I don't think that there's really much to clean. Dip them in that ice cold salt water, rinse off any scales, any impurities or anything like that. And then I'm going to put them on a wooden cutting board. The wood's actually going to help absorb the moisture, which is what you want, especially whenever you're baking or putting a crust on anything. Whenever you get it really dry is whenever you get a really nice crust and a coating. However, I will say usually you want to dap it down with some paper towels, which I don't have. Not a big deal though. I think we're going to do just fine. Look at this big chunk of meat. One side had way less meat than the other side, which I kind of found interesting, but genuinely I don't have to rinse these off. I mean, I filleted them almost perfectly. There's absolutely nothing there, but I'm just kind of doing it to be safe. And some people are going to say, oh my gosh, you're ruining your fillets. No. All right, the oven is officially at 400. I'm going to take these, and like I said, I don't have a paper towel, so I'm going to kind of move them around here on the dry cutting board to hopefully absorb some of that moisture out of them. All right, now let's go ahead and take the panko mixture, take our fish. Just going to put it like so. Probably should have mixed this up before I just went ahead and put the fish in, but it's all good. You really want to work the panko and the Parmesan into the fish. Make sure to get in all those little nooks and crannies of it. Boom, and then just lay it there. I'm gonna repeat that step for all these fillets. I didn't want to go too heavy on the seasoning because again, I really want to just taste the fish for the first time. I've never had wild caught flounder, especially one that I caught myself. So now I can't lie, this would be something you could make perfectly with like some pasta or something. Almost use the fish like it's a chicken parm or something, but a fish parm. You could add oregano and thyme to this and make it taste really Italian. But all right, now let's take our fish and I'm gonna slip it in the oven here on the top rack. It should take about 8 to 15 minutes approximately. Right now it's 11 p.m. exactly. We kind of got home a little bit late, but it's all good. All right, now let's move this, grab a pan. In the pan, I'm just gonna add a small layer of water. Start heating that up. Honestly, want to get it really going. Same time, gonna take this lemon. Now, usually I'd use a mesh strainer, but mine's dirty right now, so I'm just gonna squeeze it straight in, and then whatever seeds fall in, I'll just take it out with a spoon. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the broccoli. Start heating that up. All right, and then that starts to heat up pretty quickly. Start dropping in your butter. It's gonna take about a stick. Pretty much you're just trying to melt the butter, lemon, and water or chicken stock. In this case, I just used water. That's all I had, but you're getting it really hot and then you're gonna reduce it down into a sauce essentially. So I'm gonna let that reduce a bit, add some more butter in, check on the fish. I'm gonna raise that temperature up a bit. I just want it to get a nice crust. Now to make this a blanc sauce, all you would need is some heavy cream, white wine, and I believe some vinegar, but sadly I don't have any of those things, so I'm just making do with what I got. I'm gonna let that sit, reduce, and simmer. All right, and now that we got the sauce set up for success, I'm gonna go ahead and start the oil back there. Just clean this area up a bit. Get our 50-50 mixture of flour and cornmeal. Take our whiting fillets. Absolutely no bones or anything like that. Nice, clean, white meat. It wasn't really bloody either, so I think it might taste good. I will say there's not a whole lot of meat on there, but there isn't a bag limit, so in theory, I could have caught a whole bunch of them and just filleted them all. I'm really excited to try both of these fish if y'all have had them before, and y'all have a different recipe or some way I should cook it. Feel free to let me know in the comments. All right, pro tip when you're frying, always use chopsticks. You can use it to test if the oil is ready, which it is. And then, all right, we got our sauce still reducing here, which it's starting to turn out perfect. Just a nice, simple, classic lemon butter sauce. Adding that water helps everything not burn while it's just reducing down. And reducing it down really concentrates it, thickens it up, and makes it have a lot more flavor. So, all right, let me get this out of the way and this out of the way. These are done. Go ahead and pull them out for the moment of truth. Dude, it smells so good. I'm gonna put it back in just so it gets just a little bit more of a crust. But if y'all could smell this through the screen, guys, it is absolutely delicious. Em's gonna put some white rice in the plates for us, and then we're gonna get the fish on there, sauce, veggies, all that fun stuff. All right, we got our white rice. Now that looks just a bit better to me. Go ahead and take the fish out. And then lastly, our broccoli here. And boom, guys, that's the finished result. Now, I probably could have done better, but I'm pretty tired. We got home late. It's a lot of work, and I think I did a pretty good job for the ingredients I had. It's not like we were able to go grocery shopping. We literally got back from the beach, and then what I had in the fridge and the pantry is what I had. So, but again, if you have any other recipes for me, feel free to let me know down below. Anyways, let's take this onto the table and give it a taste test. Bambi, can I mash my belly? Thanks, Bubba. All right, quick little taste test. Hope you guys can see that. I know the lighting isn't the best, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. That might be the best fish that we've had on the channel. And y'all know that we've tried a lot of stuff already. It tastes clean, it's light, flaky. It really took on that Parmesan crust flavor well. All right, I'm not gonna try the broccoli because y'all know what broccoli tastes like, but let's take a piece of this whiting. Nice clean meat. Not my favorite. Maybe because I didn't season it. There's just not much flavor to it. Now I'm gonna be honest, if I was like camping on the beach, really hungry, or let's say I was making like a fish po' boy or something like that, this would definitely do the job, but compared to the flounder, I mean, it is just leagues different. The flounder is something you would pay like $30 or more for at a fancy restaurant. Honestly, guys, I'm impressed either way. The fact that I've caught so many whiting and I didn't realize how clean they were and how easy they are to eat and fillet, I probably would have been eating more of them. That about does it for the video. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe and notification bell to stay following along for more amazing videos just like these. Also, drop me a comment down below and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Anyways, guys, y'all know how we're rocking. Keep it cool and happy fishing.